All right, so over the years, let's just say I've wised up. My bike packing trips used to be all about going light and fast and covering as much ground as possible. But now I've learned to bring a few creature comforts that add some fun and plushness to my journeys. So in this video, I'm going to share 14 of those things that we've grown to love at BIKEPACKING.com. Let's do it. All right, so obviously I do not recommend carrying everything on this list all at once, but adding, say, one or two at a time is a great way to kind of introduce some ways to make you more comfortable or make your time at camp a little bit more fun. So let's not get out of hand here, but rather use this list as a suggestion or two or idea to ponder for your next trip. But before we get any further, I just want to take a quick moment to let you all know that this video is supported in part by Salsa Cycles. Salsa is adventure by bike. Salsa offers a range of mountain, gravel, all-road, and fat tire bikes, all thoughtfully designed to enrich and enhance your cycling experience. Salsa truly understands the transformative power of adventure by bike. So, to discover a little bit more about their products, visit the card in the top right corner, or also follow the link in the description below. So for years, I've always used whatever I had on hand to make a pillow, stuffing a dry bag or stuff sack with extra clothes, using my shoes or rain layers under my sleeping pad, or just really going without a makeshift option. As someone who tosses and turns a lot, those methods work, but they're never the most comfortable. So this summer, I decided to finally buy a dedicated camp pillow. I've been using the Nemo Philo Elite, and it seems to be doing the trick. It weighs only 70 grams and packs down to the size of my palm, making it an easy addition to my sleep kit that I really don't even have to think about. Lucas is using an older Sea to Summit Eros, and Miles enjoys his Xped Mega Pillow and Down Pillow. Logan brings 2 pillows on every trip, an inflatable AXL Air from Big Agnes, and the Hyperlight Stuff Pillow. Combined with a layer, the two make one big fluffy pillow that he says is a game changer. Bringing a camp chair has also become super popular lately. While it's certainly one of the bulkier additions to your kit, it can also provide the most camp comfort by giving you back support and keeping you off the cold, wet ground. As Logan mentions, chairs are a great alternative to sitting on rocks, tree limbs, or stumps, which is especially great for an aging back. There are plenty of options out there, and we have a full comparison resource on BIKEPACKING.com, which I will link in the description below. Most of these chairs use segmented poles for the legs with a rectangular fabric hammock suspended from the base of the poles to form the seat. So some of our favorites at BIKEPACKING.com are the Helinox Chair Zero, the Big Agnes Skyline, and the Nemo Moonlight Elite, which I actually recently reviewed. While not as comfortable, a foam pad is also a really great option to kind of separate you from the ground, and I always bring one when I don't have space for a camp chair. Looking for some fun during those post-ride afternoons while bike packing? Well, a Sling Shot is one of our go-to ways to stay entertained at camp. It's perfect for sharpening your target practice skills and maximizing lazy downtime. There are lightweight, packable options from some really talented builders like Sauer, Wizard, Hunter Cycles, and Zodiac Engineering. All you need is a target, a solid little pebble, and your inner kid is ready to play. All right, so after using down pants for 2 years now, I'm not going back. I'm not going back to Long Johns anytime soon. And while they're great for cooler season bike packing, I've actually found myself bringing down pants almost year round here in Colorado. So just like a down jacket, the insulation to volume ratio and packability are unbeatable. There are some really great lightweight options from a variety of brands, making the weight and packability comparable to other similar layers. I like to call them my dance pants because, well, they make me want to dance. I've been using the Mountain Hardwear Ghost Whisperer, and they have been fantastic. I've even slept in them on a really cold night in my 30-degree sleeping bag, and that kind of creates a little bit extra warmth. Virginia actually really loves the Montbell lightweight down pants currently, but be sure to check out our rundown on down pants in the description below. Dance pants, not down. All right, so something I've been bringing along for a while now is a deck of cards. It's an easy, packable item that has a lot of mileage with endless games, especially with someone else. So my partner and I have an ongoing gin rummy game we play every time we go bike packing. Lucas actually really likes to bring along Uno, and dice are another super packable option that you can play Yahtzee or Farkle with. These are all really great tent-friendly games for when you're hitting the tent for the night or waiting out a storm, or you can even use them to pass some time while eating dinner around camp. While it is debatable whether music belongs in nature, there are times when bringing a small speaker makes sense. When you're hanging out with a crew around camp chatting and listening to a few good tunes can certainly make the experience a little bit more memorable. After all, music is often tied to significant life events and helps kind of engage your brain. So while I'm definitely against riding with a speaker, I think it's fair game at camp, especially when you're in a private spot with no one else around. So I actually typically just use my iPhone, but JBL speakers are pretty packable and light. And if you want to rock some music along the trail, headphones are a great way to get through, say, a rough stretch of trail. I absolutely love my Jabra Elite 8 active headphones, and Logan is really into those Bose Ultra Open earbuds. And while we're at it, I know some folks love podcasts and books, be it audiobooks or paper, so that's also a really nice luxury item. I'd argue that most folks use a headlamp for bike packing. I'd say it's the most practical way to see around camp at night. Lately, though, I've been experimenting with lanterns on group trips to better light up our kitchen area during darker months, or just to make it easier to see inside my tent when settling in for the night. I've also strung up some lights to create a cozier camp vibe, but lately I've been using this thing right here. This is the Black Diamond Mojo lantern. It's fun, rechargeable, and it also comes with a bunch of different color options and plenty of brightness. The inflatable M-powered solar Lucy lanterns are also really great. They pack down nicely, and actually that was my first camp light I ever brought while bike packing. LED string lights are also really another solid option for adding some style while also keeping things well lit. I've used the Big Agnes Mountain Glow lights with good results, but there are plenty of other options out there. So since having kids, I don't share a tent with my partner as much as I used to, but the team here at BIKEPACKING.com has been experimenting with wider sleeping pads for solo use and couples. Logan mentions that he's a wide sleeping pad convert and uses the wide Nemo tensor. The extra 5 inches means that arms no longer fall off the sides when lying on your back, and you can curl up without a body part hanging over the edge. Miles and Emily even go wider with a full-on double pad, which might make sense for some couples, while maybe a little heavier and require more time to blow up. Double pads cover most of the tent floor, leaving no gaps, and offer more flexibility to kind of move around without slipping off the pad. Miles and Emily tested 3 of these, which you can find in the description below. Simply put, added comfort while bike packing really creates a better overall experience. So speaking of blowing up, maybe one of the newer things that we've seen in the industry are these things, these electronic pumps to help inflate or even help deflate your sleeping pad. I've been using this Flex Tail for a few weeks now, and it's been a nice alternative to those blow up bags or using your breath. Blowing up your sleeping pad with your breath certainly introduces moisture that can cause mold, bacteria growth, and insulation degradation, potentially reducing its warmth and lifespan. So using a pump or a pump sack is better. The electronic system is nice as it pumps the pad up for you, but it's not really much faster, and it's just another thing to charge or break. This is one item that I'm less stoked about, but I know a lot of folks praise them, so it is a nice luxury item. All right, so one item that I absolutely love bringing with me are camp shoes. It's something I rarely pack, but every time I do, I'm reminded why they're so great. In the summer, having some sandals or lightweight camp shoes to kind of slip into after a long day in stinky cycling shoes is seriously refreshing. This summer, I actually picked up some Tread Labs Redway sandals, and I've been really loving them. So my podiatrist, of course, Neil's getting old and he's got a podiatrist. He recommended some sandals with an arch support. I actually really love Birkenstocks, but I'm not bringing Birkenstocks with me. Not only do these Tread Lab sandals have that, but they also are super lightweight and they look pretty good. We also have a full resource on lightweight camp shoes, highlighting some of kind of our favorites like the Bedrock sandals. No arch support in those, so I can't wear them, but Miles likes them, and he's actually also been using the pedaled foldable bike packing shoes and is enjoying those as well. More on those soon. All right, everyone. Have you ever played light up Frisbee on a crisp, cool night in the desert? There's something pretty magical about it. While full-size light-up Frisbees can be a bit impractical to pack, if you're a Frisbee fan, it's absolutely worth finding the space for one. I've owned a few of those Flash Flight light-up Frisbees because I absolutely love that 185-gram feel of the Frisbee. Still, if that's asking a little too much, those Waboba mini Frisbees are a great alternative, and I'm sure there are plenty of other fun small options out there, so if you know of one, put it in the comments below. All right, so I'm not much of an angler, but I've dabbled a bit and even own a Tenkara rod. But living and bike packing in a region full of trout, I've realized that the bicycle is the perfect way to reach rivers, streams, and lakes that are often maybe a little too tough to access by foot or vehicle, giving you a secluded fly fishing spot. So many of our routes and route networks offer fly fishing opportunities, so if you're into it, it's a great multi-sport adventure. Reelist Tenkaras are fantastic because they pack down super small, but some folks certainly prefer having that reel, so the telescoping rare gear collapsible fly rod is a unique option. And if you already have a standard rod and reel, well, that will work too. All right, so minimal cook kits have really come a long way and are great for quickly boiling water or heating up simple meals. But having a more intricate cook kit gives you the flexibility to make more elaborate meals. So for instance, bringing, say, a cast iron skillet for fancier on-fire cooking, or a larger pan for maybe pancakes in the morning or a more home-cooked dinner. A collapsible fry pan is a great addition if you have panniers or mini panniers or just extra space. So I ended up using a GSI outdoor one for many years, but they've gotten lighter and more compact over time. An upgraded cook kit also means upgraded meals, so bringing along some oils, butter, and spices can really add flavor to your dishes. So from freshly ground coffee to freshly muddled cocktails, enjoying handcrafted beverages is a real treat in the backcountry. While instant coffee really has come a long way and is super convenient, there's just no beating freshly ground coffee made with pour over or AeroPress or a Wakeco Pico Presso, which is highly recommended by Lucas. The same goes for cocktails. Bringing along some basil, agave, lime, and maybe mezcal makes for a delicious and easy cocktail that will taste even better than it would at home. Be creative, think outside the box here, and bring your drink of choice. So there you have it, 14 things that you can bring to elevate your bike packing experience, from kitchen essentials to sleep comfort and activities to pass the time. Bike packing is all about having fun, and while these items aren't strictly necessary, they can definitely add some spice and make that trip a little bit more unique and memorable. So, what luxury items have you brought along on your trips? Let us know in the comment section below. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you like what you saw in this video and want to see more like it, please hit that subscribe button and notification bell. And if you want to help support us a little bit more, you can do so by joining the Bikepacking Collective. The Bikepacking Collective offers a lot of awesome perks, including industry discounts, monthly giveaways, and the twice yearly Bikepacking Journal, and we have a lot of awesome things coming down the pipeline very soon. So, to learn a little bit more about the Bikepacking Collective, you can click on the card in the top right corner, or else follow the link in the description below. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, pedal further.